All right, so today is a very busy day. It's about 1 now, and I have meetings from 2:30 until like 8 tonight, literally back to back, not a single break. So that's fun. But it's all good. Right now I'm working for like an hour and a half until my first meeting, but on the upcycle curriculum with the warehouse. We're gonna call it Level Up, I think, which I'm really excited about. So I'm working on that a bit, and then the rest of the day I have meetings, and I'm going to this launch of Women in Entrepreneurship called We Hatch. They're launching that initiative today from 4 to 6. I'm going to that and I'm really excited. And yeah, it's gonna be a really fun day, but very, very busy back to back. Like, not break for food, no break for even going to the bathroom. Like, oh, it's gonna be such a long day, but it's fine, we signed up for it. So yeah, it's just so long. All right, I'm gonna stop complaining and just get to work. All right, so I just had a quick meeting with the founder of Schoolyard Ventures, Rich. Even if he doesn't know it, he's a huge kind of mentor in my life and inspiration. He's such an incredible person, and he just had a little baby, and the baby was there, and I got to see the cute little cheeks. So that was cute. And he's kind of recruiting for this new program he's doing, a gap year program, which is perfect because I took a gap year. And so he was kind of asking if I wanted to work for the next couple weeks before the deadline. I kind of did this last spring, where I worked to help recruit for the summer program. And it's really flexible, and he's like the best boss because he's so kind and he knows about my health issues, and he's really supportive and always asks about my ventures and stuff. So he's just like the kindest person. And so anyway, he was asking if I wanted to work for the next couple weeks, and I'm gonna say yes. Because it's really cool and I like it. And then he also asked if I wanted to, I told him about the curriculum that we're working on, and he was like, if you ever want to run it by me, because this is what he does. Schoolyard Ventures is a curriculum for high school students who are entrepreneurial, now gap year students, and they might be going into college soon. But so that was really exciting, and I was like, yes, please, I need your feedback because I've never done this before. So I would love your feedback. So that was really cool. And he also said that I could mentor for their program too if I want, for the next cohort, which starts in January, which I would love because y'all know how much I love mentoring so much, which is kind of why I'm doing the curriculum, because that's like my baby is mentoring. So that was really, really exciting, and it just kind of got me all like excited and fired up. And now we have a meeting with the warehouse about the curriculum. And then later today, we're going to the launch of the Women in Entrepreneurship at UD in Horn. So it's very exciting. Haven't eaten lunch yet, and I'm quite hungry. But it's been back-to-back meetings, so I don't know when I'm gonna be able to eat lunch, but it's okay. It's all okay. I'm just running on adrenaline right now, so yep. All right, so guess where Aurora is? As usual, she's down here. You can't even see her because she's such a cutie pie. But yeah, she's hanging out with me, helping me work. Right now we're still working on the curriculum for the warehouse. Kind of the way that I've never made a curriculum before, let's be honest, but the way that I envision my creative process going, which is working so far, is to, I did like a broad overview last week, and then this week I did for each meeting the breakdown of how much time we would spend on each activity. And then I went to class 1 and I just started, I did a PowerPoint. I know PowerPoints are like blah, but it is kind of a class, and I don't know how else to get them to learn, but I also really try to do a lot of interactive stuff. So we'll see what Sierra, our like liaison from the warehouse thinks, because we're meeting with her in half an hour, or sorry, not half an hour, an hour. But I'm really excited. Let me show you. All right, so this is a little bit of what we have so far. This is the intro slide where we just talk about today's schedule. Then Michelle and I intro ourselves. We have cute little intro slides here that I made. Then we do an icebreaker, and this is my favorite icebreaker. In 3 to 5 sentences, tell your life story, and it always blows people's minds. But I go first because I want them to get a little bit more deeper, so I talk about some of my health issues and just some of the challenges as well as the highs in life. So that's always a really fun icebreaker to see what they come up with. Then we're going to talk about the program overview. So this is like week by week the topics, and then the next slide is the activities that we're going to do, which is the fun part, right? Here in week 4, my favorite week, they're designing a project and then they're doing a pitch competition to choose the top design. So I'm super excited for that week. That week's my favorite so far. Then do they have any questions about the layout of what the program is going to be? Then we do a little lesson on civic engagement, and I really tried to like make sure that they're answering questions to get them really engaged, and then talk about why it's important, and then also talk about the social change model. So I learned about this in my Blue Hen Leadership program that I'm a part of at UD. There's 7 C's, and they're all really important and really fun to talk about. I love talking about this kind of stuff, so I'm excited to just do like a brief overview with the kids, and then if they want to look into it more, that's great. And then we briefly talk about entrepreneurship and why it's important, and then also how does it connect back to civic engagement and the social change model that we've already talked about. And then we're going to do an activity, which is pretty much just like, what are you passionate about? What problems do you want to solve in your community? And then how is the warehouse, which is the program that they're all a part of, helping to solve these issues already? And then the closing is just, what'd you learn? And then next week's homework, I don't want to call it homework, but like the research is just which nonprofits, like identify 1 to 5 nonprofits, maybe I should say 3 to 5. Let's change that to 3 to 5 nonprofits in your community that are already helping to solve the issues that you're most passionate about. So I'm super excited. This is like super cool, and I just want to make it as engaging as possible. And I'm really proud of myself for remembering what this was called, because I learned about it last year in BHLP, and let's be real, my brain is very short. My memory is really short. So this was, yeah, so I'm really glad to kind of put this in, and it can get really complicated, so I just want to do like a brief overview, like I said, but I'm so excited to see what the kids think. We just finished our meeting with Sierra from the warehouse. I went over the first lesson with her, the first class, hour and a half class that I put together. It was just like a PowerPoint, and she really liked it. So that's coming together, and I'll do that for each class then. She had a lot of good suggestions of how to improve it, make it more engagement, and that was really fun and exciting. And then we also talked about start date and the logo. So the curriculum is officially called Level Up, which I'm really excited about. I came up with the name. No, I'm just kidding. I did come up with the name, but I think it's really fun and cool. So I'm really excited. So yeah, it's all coming together. Now I'm going to a 2-hour WeHatch Women in Entrepreneurship event, and I'm really excited, but I also really need food. But it's been an exciting day. So yeah, here we go. It's the launch of Women in Entrepreneurship. Wow, that's loud. Very exciting, but very loud. So yeah, I'm so excited. A lot of cool speakers lined up, and it's for the next 2 hours, so let's do this.
I'm Gail Ball, Associate Director at Horn and the lead for our We Hatch program. First Honor Circle honoree, Amber Glassman. Amber, thank you so much for being here with us today. How fortunate we are today to hear from Erica Nemser, a member of the Horn Entrepreneurship Advisory Board, on the occasion of launching We Hatch. Take it away, Erica.
We Hatch is playing a big role in the sea change happening to level the playing field.
We launch We Hatch today so that individual potential will not be restrained nor equal opportunity limited by stereotyped prejudgments. And with that wish, we are going to launch We Hatch.
All right, so my tripod's kind of loose, sorry. So I went to the launch event for the Women in Entrepreneurship, which was really fun. I'd heard one of the speakers talk before. She was a Free Lunch Friday speaker, so it's fun to hear her talk again. And it was actually only a 1 hour event, even though online it said 2 hours, so that was a little confusing. But it was fun to go to. And then Ryan and I, my mentor, jumped on a meeting and we just talked about everything that's been happening. And then now tonight I have a meeting with Michelle where we'll go over the curriculum and all this different stuff. We haven't talked for a while because I haven't been feeling very well and so I didn't really want to meet. So not that I didn't want to meet, I miss her so much. Like this whole summer, meeting with her every week, like every day, was so much fun. Like she's literally one of my best friends and she's such a just bright, fun spirit to be around. So anyway, I do miss hanging out with her a lot, but with school ramping up, it's just so much harder to schedule in time. But anyway, so I have that tonight and I think I'm just gonna chill for a while till my meeting with her because she's in another meeting right now. I have to get dinner, very important. And maybe get a couple emails out. Oh no, I need to do some stuff for ALF, my nonprofit Only Fundraisers. So I'll probably do some stuff for that tonight. Although I could just meet with Michelle for a really long time tonight because we have a lot to go over. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But it's been a fun day. It's been a very long day, just literally on Zoom. Like it's been all day on Zoom. So yeah, I'm excited to kind of rest for a little bit before I hop on with Michelle. I'm like so bad with the Google Forms. Do you know how to do Google Forms?
I can do that, yeah.
Okay, because I just like, it makes me nervous. So, all right, let me make a to-do list for myself. I'll send partnership email. I'll work on the logo because we want it a little different.